Awesome. So guys, welcome to tonight's presentation. My name's Davidson-Joyner. If you're watching this on replay, cheers for taking the time. If you're watching this live right now, awesome that you've taken the initiative just to be open about an opportunity, because like I've just said, someone that's invited you to the call today, they care about you. You know, they want you to see the vision that we see, because this company, Ibuumerang, will change the entire profession of the network marketing model. So before we go into the presentation, I just want you to understand we have got a disclaimer. We're not going to guarantee any results. You know, a lot of the times you see, people saying, hey, this is easy money. This is get rich quick. You can do this, you can do that. And a lot of the time it's not. You know, to succeed in anything, it takes a level of skill. It takes a level of mindset. It takes a level of desire and a commitment over time to become the best of the best in a certain industry. But what I will say in this company, what you're going to learn about, it is a lot easier to earn that extra little bit of money that the network marketing industry promotes. But what we're going to be doing tonight, guys, is this is a high level call. We're going to be talking to you guys on a business level. So for some of you, you might find this a little bit too much. It might scare you a little bit. We can show you the smaller opportunity after, and you can just focus on earning that extra little bit of money. But we're fresh from an event. I've just flew back from Houston, Texas, over in the States, and I've just witnessed an event that will completely change history. You know, so as you can see on screen right now, the network marketing model needs to change. So basically, for those of you that don't know what network marketing is where you market a product or a service through a network of people, as opposed to the traditional high street source. So it gives people a chance to earn additional commissions as opposed to just corporate firms cashing in all the time. It's a word of mouth based business. Word of mouth is simply, hands down, the strongest form of advertisement out there in the world today. Let me give you an example. If you were to turn the TV on right now and you saw a film that was getting released tomorrow, and that film had your favorite actor in Will Smith, that you saw it on a TV, that might intrigue you to go see that film when it gets released tomorrow. However, if your best friend called you up tomorrow and said, hey, Christoph, there's this film with Will Smith in, it's awesome, you need to go see it. You, as Christoph's friend, would have more urgency to go see that film because someone you like, know, and trust has recommended it to you, as opposed to just a billboard or a radio commercial, a TV commercial, etc. So network marketing is all about referrals, and it's the word of mouth model. However, it is time for the whole industry to evolve. So what happened about 4 months ago, just so you know a little bit about my background, about my story. I'm still a little bit jet lagged, guys. I've been in the network marketing profession now for just under 7 years, been a part of 2 phenomenal companies, a leading skincare brand and a leading health and fitness brand. I was very happy with my previous company and I had no intention of leaving. However, what happened is I learned that the highest paid man inside the entire network marketing model had created his own company. The highest paid man, not number 10, not number 2, number 1. The highest paid man, the Cristiano Ronaldo of network marketing, Holton Bugs, he had set up his own company with a vision to completely change the way people see the industry all over the world. So as a leader in my previous company, I had to just take a look. I weren't going to leave just to come to this company and, just to switch. I wanted just to look, just to see what it was all about. And then once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it, right? The highest paid man creating his own company. We made a very tough decision to walk away from a previous company, a top 10 position in Europe, because we understand the vision of what Ibuumerang will do. And now it will evolve and disrupt the entire industry of network marketing. So we had a chance to meet with Holton in Paris, and he shared with us what's going on in network marketing, why it needs to change, because some of you on this call right now might have never been involved in the industry. And the reason you might have never been involved in the industry is because, you might have thought it was a cult. You might have thought it was just people, smashing products all over social media. You just thought it was your aunties and uncles or your cousin trying to sell you something, right? And that's been the problem with the industry. And that's why we as a company are going to lead the charge in revolutionizing it. So the old model of network marketing, customers have been paying overpriced for a product. 85% of network marketing companies are in what's called their health and wellness sector. 85% makeup, skincare, etc. These products are great. They're great products. They work well. They actually do benefit people. But the problem is, in order to justify the commission structures of people in the field like ourselves, the products have to be marked up at a higher percentage than what you would find on shop shelves. So what's happening right now is in network marketing, a lot of companies are charging sign-up fees and minimum orders and making customers be on a recurring monthly auto-ship. And the problem is a customer right now can go on Amazon, get next day delivery for no sign-up fee for half the price what a network marketing company is charging with no commitment to a monthly order, shipped to the house next day for free, right? So Amazon has completely changed how the network marketing model works. And the problem is a lot of network marketing companies are still stuck in the horse and carriage days and not evolving. And that's why they are struggling. And only the strong recruiters have been winning. Only the people with the influence have been winning in network marketing. We promote network marketing as come on board and we're going to show you how to create a little bit of extra money, right? But the problem is that's not happening for a lot of people. It takes a lot more work than what people think because, look, you're trying to sell a product to someone that they don't necessarily need or don't necessarily want. There's a level of skill to sell a product, right? And that's why only the strong recruiters have been winning. If you're working in the health and wellness sector in network marketing and you've got a gym, you've instantly got an upper hand compared to someone that's not got a gym. That's the problem. Right. And so, network marketing will talk about duplication. It's the same thing for everyone, but it's not. That's like trying to tell a fish, an elephant, and a monkey to go climb that same tree. It's the same tree. The fish says, if I get out of the water, I'm going to die. The elephant says, I can't climb it, but I can knock it over. And the monkey will say, I do that for breakfast. I do that when I'm happy. I do that when I'm sad. I do that because I love it. It's the same tree, you've got to go climb it. And a lot of what network marketing companies, they say, hey, we've got the same comp plan, the same products, the same commission, but not everyone is the same person. And that's why 97% of people in the network marketing space quit and they don't succeed because they've not got the skills to sell. Now, in the new model, what we're doing exclusive here at Ibuumerang, we only make money when our customers save money. So we are helping connect people to a platform where there's a lot for them to buy, but we don't physically sell it. How cool is that? And you're not actually selling anything and you're not making them spend more money on something. You're helping them save money on something that what they were already going to buy for a higher price elsewhere. And the way we're doing that is we're working with something called the first class consumer experience, nicknamed the PRIB, the perpetual residual income builder. Now, this is a form of data analytics. It's the first company in the industry to use this. So I'm going to ask a question right now, and I'm not going to be able to see the chat box. I'm not going to be able to see people's answers, but I'm going to be able to see the chat box go from what we're on right now. We're on 14 comments right now. So if people get involved, I'll just be able to see the number trickle over. So let me ask you the question, guys, and get involved. Have you ever looked at something on Google and then it's popped up on Facebook as a Facebook ad within 10 minutes? Have you ever looked at Bahamas and it's popped up on Instagram or Facebook? Or have you ever looked at, something on Amazon, it's popped up on Facebook? Or have you ever looked at Maldives, it's popped up on Facebook, whatever it is? So the chat bot's gone from 14 to 23, right? So that means 9 of you has commented. Awesome. So that's why Facebook are so cool. That they're a smart business. They don't try and force their products on people that they don't want. And a lot of the time in network marketing, we're trying to force our products. We're posting all these statuses. Hey, buy this protein. Hey, buy this cleanse. Hey, buy this makeup, which people aren't buying anyway. Right? And that's the problem. Whereas in Facebook, they monitor what you're looking at and then they upsell to you based on what you actually want because they can see what you're looking at. So they put more in your face of what you're actually looking for. Right? That's why Facebook is so sleek because they don't try and force something upon you. They listen to the customers, they watch the customers, and then they upsell based on what their customers are actually looking at. Now, we are the first company in this entire profession that's an 100-year-old profession. Started getting big in the 50s with Amway and Avon, etc. But we are the first company in the entire space of MLM to use data analytics. So what we do is we connect a consumer to our platform. The platform will then monitor what our customers are looking at and then upsell to our customers based on what they actually want. So from a customer acquisition standpoint, we're not actually selling anything. We're connecting them to a platform and the platform's monitoring and then upselling for us. This is powerful. So what this creates is not only the strong recruiters are going to win now. Everybody can win because it's the same artificial intelligence that's monitoring everyone's customers. And you'll learn about this over time. So we're a website at the minute. We're in app development stage. The app will potentially launch in 2020. So the app will be voice controlled like Siri and Amazon's Alexa. I can't say it too loud because she's over there, or she'll just start doing some stupid things. But you know, I'm on about Amazon's Alexa device, right? That's what our app's going to be, right? So our customers can talk to this app just like they would Siri, just like they would Amazon's Alexa, right? Oh, she's gone on. And basically what happens is that the customers can talk to this app, and then you can get paid once they've talked to this app and ordered something based on the services that we're providing. This is all coming, guys. This is the power of what Holton Bugs has created. The highest paying man in network marketing, over 100 million in commission in a 10-year time frame. $3.2 million in 1 month he earned. He had a residual of $1.3 million every single month. And I know these figures scare some people that are listening tonight for the first time, but just understand, we share that because we want you to realize the sheer magnitude, the credibility, the experience, the success behind the people that have launched this company. This is only an 11-month-old company, and we've done more in sales than what Facebook and Amazon did combined in the first 2 years. You're in a hot seat just by being on this call right now. So how are we going to bring this vision to the world? How are we going to bring this data? How are we going to help more people in the industry of network marketing finally succeed? It all starts with travel. Why? Travel is an $8 trillion industry. So I just want to quickly say something. We're not a travel company. We're a technology company, but travel is our leading service. Why? Travel's sexy. It's cool. It's an easy conversation. I literally went to the airport in Houston on Sunday night, got chatting to an older couple, and they asked me what I did. I said, hey, I help people get, 5-star experience for a 3-star prize. She went, oh, how do you do that? I said, oh, I'll send you a code. It's free. You can go onto this site and save on your savings. She went, oh, okay. I just sent her a code. That was it. She's activated the code. Now the Prib is going to go to work for me. When she buys something, I'll get paid, and you'll see how that works. But that's an easy conversation. My previous company saying, hey, what do you do for a living? Well, I sell shakes. With all due respect, without being harsh to other companies, because I used to love doing that, it's still sticky. It's awkward. People aren't already doing that. It's an hard conversation to start. Hey, what do you do? I sell makeup that's worth 20 quid when you can actually get that same makeup from Boots for 2 quid, right? I'm not being audible. That's what's been going on in the profession. Whereas travel's an easier conversation. What do you do for a living? I help people save on the travel. Where are you going on holiday this year? Where do you go on holiday next year? It's such an easy conversation, so a lot more people are going to win. It's an $8 trillion industry. $4.8 billion a day is spent on travel in Europe alone. That's a big industry, guys. And it's sexy. It's cool. People want to do it. Why? Because social media has made the world so much more smaller in the minds of the human race. Travel was big 20, 30 years ago, but it's even bigger now. Because we can click Facebook, we can click a button on Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. We can see the world just like that. And because we can see it virtually, it makes us want to see it physically. So travel is an industry that will continue to grow year after year after year. It will not slow down. So you do not need a slice of the pie in travel. You just need a crumb, and it can provide you a lot of income. But here's the deal, and I didn't know this before I looked into this opportunity. Only 2 companies actually control the entire travel space. So you've got Booking Holdings and you've got Expedia Group. Now, basically, Booking Holdings and Expedia Group, they actually control the entire travel space. So you might look at a holiday on booking.com, see that that's £1,000. You might look at it on Kayak and see £900. You think you've got a good deal. You think, wow, I've saved £100 if I go to Kayak. But the thing is Booking Holdings is still controlling that price range anyway. Same if you looked at Trivago, then you looked at hotels.com, Expedia are monopolizing them prices, right? And what they will do is they will monopolize it within a 10% margin. And they use algorithms to see what you're looking at and compare. That's why you might see yourself look on a certain website and it redirects you to another website and all that type of stuff. Now, what we've done is we've partnered with a company called Extreme Travel. Now, what Extreme Travel do is they get access to wholesale prices in travel, just like Expedia do, just like all these other third parties do. But instead of Extreme Travel taking all of the commissions, like Expedia and all these other companies, they pass part of the savings on to us for referring people. And that's why this is so cool. So Extreme Travel is a big travel agency that's been going for 20 years, doing hundreds of millions in revenue every single year. They've got partnerships with big companies such as Carnival Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, Delta. This ain't a small company. This is a company that's been going for 20 years. What Ibuumerang have done when we've launched is Ibuumerang have acquired and partnered, gone into partnership with Extreme Travel. So we don't own Extreme Travel, but we're in partnership with them. They're our supplier to help us get holidays at a discounted price. It's all about business partnerships. That's what network marketing's not been doing for a long time. That, you know, that the mech out like the, you know, everything comes from the company. All companies have got to have partnerships to grow. What we do is we give our customers access to the iGo wholesale travel booking platform. We as business builders get up to 70% off when we're paid to be a part of the business, but a customer gets up to 35% off, and it's completely free for the customers to use. We direct people to a members only access. They don't have to pay for it to be a customer, and they get access to this for free, which is pretty cool. So basically, New York City Hotel, you can, oh, sorry guys, I like stop screen share them by accident. that didn't work really well. So yeah, so basically, you can see a few prices here at New York City Hotel, 4.5-star price, $339 on Expedia. The same hotel at the same time on the same day, $178 a night on the iGo platform. So just on this particular hotel, you can see the savings. It's similar with Paris. First travel booking site to accept Bitcoin as well. You can see the rental car offers. You can see the week stay in Los Cabos, 4-star resorts, etc. You can see the sheer discounts, the sheer savings that we can get as a company. Reservation confirmations, your customers and business builders will get confirmations once they're booked. They'll get reward credits. So just like a Tesco club card that builds up, we can get reward credits to use as cheaper travel in the future. And what's actually launching in a couple of weeks is a customer referral program where customers, if they refer other customers to be your customer, they'll actually get reward credits to book towards cheaper travel, even more reward credits, which is really, really cool. So you can explore all the benefits. Now, this is the exciting thing for me because you might connect a customer to this platform. They might book an holiday to Orlando. That's great. But then the PRIB will go to work for you, and all these additional services, the PRIB will upsell all these additional services for you. So you might have a booking to Orlando, that's great. But then the PRIB will upsell theme park tickets, it'll upsell outdoor activities, it'll upsell play golf, it'll upsell all these extra little things, and you get paid because you've been the person to connect the company to the platform in the first place. The home section is an Airbnb section, so people can actually upload the properties into this, you can get paid on that. Marketplace is like an Airbnb type where people can bid on a weekend away, which is really cool. We've got a price guarantee of 110%. So basically, if you make a booking on this platform, both business builders and customers, whichever, regardless, if somebody books on this platform and within 24 hours, they see that same hotel on another platform for a cheaper price, when we've claimed it will save them money, they will get rewarded 110% in reward credits to spend for free, which is really cool. The only thing that we don't guarantee savings on is flights, because flights use completely different. Flights don't release commission to third parties. Every single flight website are pretty much the same, but your customers can get reward credits on booking the flights with us, right? So when I actually flew over to Houston, you know, I flew with Singapore Airlines. I actually got credits for being a Singapore airline member, but because I booked it through this platform, I also got credits through this platform as well. So I got double the credits, which is really, really awesome. Now, when we said that we're not a travel company, travel is just our front door, what we've just launched in Houston last weekend, which is why I went, and what we launched in Florida in December is Vibe Ride. Now, this isn't in the UK yet, but I have got an inkling that it's going to be in London by the end of the year based on what corporate are saying over in America. Vibe Ride, I didn't realize how big this was. I've been presenting this now for about 3 or 4 months, but I still didn't realize how big it was until I went to Houston and saw the magnitude of what this is going to be. So I'm going to dive into this just a little bit more, even though you can't get paid on this yet unless you're over in the States, just so you understand the vision of this company and why it's so different. So basically, rideshare is a big industry right now. A big industry. 93 million people a year getting a taxi. 93 million. But there's only 5 million drivers globally. So rideshare is starting to take off, but you've not missed the boat yet because there's more rideshare companies needed to facilitate the amount of people that actually want to get in taxis, right? Now, basically, what's going to happen with Vibe Ride is you can actually connect a customer to the VibeRide app when this launched in the UK. You can also connect a driver to the VibeRide driver app. And just like Uber, it'll find a local driver and a local Vibe rider. It'll connect them together. You'll actually get paid for that if you connect these people to the platform. There's a lot of money in VibeRide. You can actually have a driver. Me and Jody, we've now got 3 drivers over in Houston. When I went over there, I had a chat with them. They were Uber drivers. And I just said to them, look, you know, how much does Uber take off you? They said 45% per booking Uber take off me. We're like, wow. What if you could get paid 75% personally? So you're not getting paid 55%. What if you can get paid 75%? Uber driver were like, wow, yeah. So what VibeRide is going to be is where Vibe actually take less of a cut than what Uber do. So your customer pays less, but your driver gets paid more. Such an easy conversation, and it's awesome. The people can actually choose the type of music that they want, the temperature that they want the car to be. They can choose if they want a conversation or not before they get in the taxi. This is going to be insane. And you guys are not going to understand the sheer magnitude of this because you're just learning it from little old Tyler. You didn't learn it from Holton Bugs, the owner of the company in America in front of 5,000 people. But when I really saw the vision of what this is going to be and all the new tools that are coming to launch VibeRide, it's going to be absolutely insane. So what we've got so far, we've got the travel site and we've got VibeRide. We've got other services launching soon. We've got a mobile phone subscription coming through soon. We've got cinema tickets. We've got all these services coming. We've got fuel cards. All these services coming in the future, right? Which is pretty phenomenal. Now, what I like about this is think about Amazon 20 years ago. Amazon were just an online bookstore. And, you know, the owner of Amazon were putting out there to the world that he was going to be a multi-billion-dollar company. He was going to create the biggest platform in the world, and everybody, critics, papers, everyone laughed at him and said, you're just an online bookstore. You're just selling books online. Like, how are you going to become the biggest platform in the world? But what people didn't realize is the owner of Amazon was collecting data, because you can tell a lot about a person by what they read. So we were collecting data, finding out what people like. And then he launched more services to the Amazon platform based on what he knew what people liked, because he knew what they were reading. And for 2 to 3 years, they were collecting data, and then he launched more services. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think you can tell more about a person by what time of year they travel, where they travel, what they do when they're traveling, all that type of stuff, compared to what books they read? Personally, I think you can tell a lot more about a person by where they travel compared to, you know, what. Alexa, shut up. For some reason, Alexa just started talking. When we do. All right. So, guys, this is how good technology is right now. I set an alarm early on today and said, Alexa, remind her to take the bins out because it's bin day tomorrow. Now, what I didn't realize is I forgot that I didn't forget that we had the call at the time. I should have made it at a different time. That alerted me. But that's the way technology is going. When we can talk to our app and book travel through it and get paid, how cool is that? By the way, guys, I didn't plan that. That was not a part of the script. I'm actually annoyed that that's just happened. And she told me to change it and I forgot, right? See, guys, you don't have to be perfect in network marketing. You don't have to be perfect, right? But basically what's happening right now is we're in data collecting mode. We're in data collecting mode. So the company right now is analyzing our customers, where they're traveling. Are they cultural? Are they traveling to Rome and Paris and Berlin and New York? Are they lifestyle? They're traveling to the Bahamas and Cancun and Maldives, you know? They're finding out what we like. What time of year do we travel? Do we travel as a couple? Do we travel solo? Do we travel, you know, as a family? How do we they're collecting data. They can see what we're looking at, and then they're going to launch more services to the platform based on what our customers actually want. They're listening to us customers, not just launching, not just running out of ideas on what to launch. So they'll launch a new flavored shake like most companies do, with all due respect. They're actually listening to what us customers are wanting, which is pretty cool. So right now, 11 months in, within the next 2 to 3 years, Ibuumerang will be a globally renowned company. We're already open in 170 countries around the world. We're 11 months old. We're in 170 countries around the world in under a year, because we're just a platform. We don't have to regulate products and license products and do all this stuff to launch in different markets. We're just a platform. And because we're just a platform, there's more money in the compensation plan. Because when you're with a product-based company, the company has to, they own the product, so they have to license it and pay and all that. There's a lot of investments into it, so the compensation plan is reduced. But we don't have to renovate the Marriott Hotel. We don't have to renovate American Airlines. We don't have to, update Carnival Cruise Line. Them companies do it for us. So that's a big chunk of money that the company doesn't have to make, so they can put that into the compensation plan for us. That's why we're an 85% payout compensation plan and got the best compensation plan in the industry, hands down. And a lot of companies will say that, but this compensation plan is being created again by the highest paid man in the industry. He knows exactly the type of compensation plan to create. So let's just give a few examples. A TSA member site, up to 70% off. An Ibuumerang site, customer site gets up to 35% off. So what we do is we give someone a boomerang, which is a code. They put this code in on this website called iboomhub.com. They put this code in, and basically what happens is they activate the code for completely free. No sign-up fee for a customer, nothing. They activate the code for completely free. Then what happens is once they purchase something, you get paid 50% of what they save compared to the public price. So if they save $1,000, you get paid £500. If Expedia are charging $3,000 for an all-inclusive holiday to Cancun, and this company's charging $2,000, you get paid £500 because your customer saved £1,000 on something they were already going to buy. Now that's pretty cool because you're not selling to somebody. You're helping them spend less money on something they were already going to buy for a higher price elsewhere. So let's just give a few examples. The average family holiday savings is $600, right, with our platform as a customer. So imagine this. Imagine if over this next year, you help 10 families save on their annual holiday. Just 10. That's $6,000 of total savings. That's $3,000 to you for sending 10 codes to families to help them save money on something they were already going to buy for a higher price elsewhere. That's $3,000 to you. About £2,200 extra a year. I know people that do overtime every week to get that. I know people that wait in jobs 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years for a promotion to get that on the salary. What's easier? 100 customers, $30,000, 1,000 customers, $300,000. So for the first time in network marketing history, it's a level playing field from a customer acquisition standpoint. So the people that perhaps haven't got the goals to build a big business, that perhaps aren't skilled enough to sell products, whatever it is, they can still win in actually earning an extra little bit of money by not having to actually do that much. That's what's pretty cool. But if you really see the vision of this, you will always get paid more money if you build a team. That's just fact. You don't have to do it. We'd never pressure you to do it. You go at your own pace. However, if you understand the magnitude of this, we advise you to build a team quick. Because if you have 10 customers, that's great. But if you have a team of 50 people who also have 10 customers, you go from earning $3,000 a year up to an additional $20,000 a year for helping 50 people get started. That's $23,000 a year instead of just $3,000 for leveraging your efforts. Think about leveraging income for a minute. Why is Richard Branson so successful? Why is he earning all this money? Is it because he's the pilot right now taking off from Heathrow to Miami? No. He's so successful because he's got thousands of flights in the air right now, maybe, thousands of cabin crew, thousands of people checking his guests in all around the world, thousands of people on the phone for customer service. He's leveraging his efforts. He's not just getting paid on 8 hours a day that he works. Hypothetically, he's getting paid 800 hours a day because he's got 100 employees all working for him 8 hours a day. So people that are rich in this world, they're no better than the working class or poor. They're just smarter. They understand that by working for someone else, they'll pay you enough to keep you coming back, but never enough to set you free. In order to become an elite, in order to, become financially independent and financially free, you've got to leverage. Unless you climb the corporate ladder for years and years and years and years, you get a big salary, that comes with probably a lack of time. In order to get time freedom, financial freedom, and actually enjoy your life, you need to leverage. You need to leverage, right? Because that's where the money is. Instead of earning 100% of your own efforts, you're earning 1% of 100 people's. So you can see a few examples here. 250 people in your team, all with 10 customers each, that would equal a 6-figure income. I'll tell you, in a lot of network marketing compensation plans, you need a minimum of 1,000 people to earn 6 figures a year, right? 250 people. This is a very high percentage payout compensation plan. So let's just dive into how the compensation plan works. I'm not going to go into full depth, but just here's the basics. You've seen how you get paid on customers. From a business standpoint, you get paid a direct sales bonus. When you bring people into the business, you're gifting them with an opportunity. So you get rewarded for bringing them into the business. That volume then goes into what's called the dual team, also known as the binary. You just build 2 teams, the left team and the right team. Now, the asset of getting in quick is power. Why? Because the person that's invited you to the call today, they've got a left team and they've got a right team. They enroll you hypothetically on their left. The next person that they enroll on their left will go under you and can potentially pay you money because they're in your team. So it's an advantage to get in the compensation plan right now, because the person that's invited you to this call might also have someone else on this call who could be a future millionaire in this company. If you get in first, they're potentially in your team. The binary can pay up to $250,000 a week. And guys, look, I know it's a bit shit. I mean, it only pays $1 million a month. I mean, come on, Holton, you should pay us more. And he does. He pays us up to what's called 7 levels on the uni level. He pays leadership development bonus up to 4 levels. And he's also got a new bonus that's just launched as well. I'm not going to go into all of the compensation plan because it will blow your mind. I am a numbers guy, and it took me quite a few attempts of watching the presentation, watching independent compensation plan videos, speaking with my sponsor to really get and understand the magnitude of this compensation plan. It will take time. Now, remember, from a customer standpoint, this is completely free to join, which is what I love. Because what I've not liked in the past about network marketing is when customers pay to get cheaper products. I don't like that, right? But what I do love about this is that from a business standpoint, people have to invest. And this is where we're going to lose some people. This is where we're going to see the number reduce on the call, because people are going to be like, oh, I've just been invited to this call tonight and now they're trying to sell to me. But this is a business investment. $49 to get your spot in the compensation plan, to get access to the tools, to get access to the team pages, to get all the management system online. That's the admin fee to become a part of this company. And then you will choose one of the 3 packages. Now, this is what I love, because a lot of the time in network marketing, people buy products and they think that's a business investment, when really it's not, because they'll spend a month trying the products to get a result before they'll recommend. Then an unexpected payment will come in or whatever, and they'll just not carry on with it, right? Whereas what I like about this is that people are investing into a business. They're investing into a business. They're investing into the future, right? And to be at the forefront of what could potentially be, and I have to say potentially because I can't say this is going to be 100%. But with the disclaimer that I said, I just know this is going to be the deal. This is Holton Bugs. This is the highest paid man in the industry. He cannot fail. He ruins his entire reputation. This would be like Beyonce making an absolute rubbish album and a whole career going down the pan. She's not going to do it. This is the highest paid man in the industry. He's going to make sure that this is a legacy company for generations and decades to come. Right? So Coach Class gets you a spot in the compensation plan on top of the on the standby. You get access to getting 10 customers your first month. You get 10% on the dual team, but you only get access to up to 50% of the savings for your own bookings on hotels and rental cars. Business class, you get to acquire more customers. You get a higher percentage on the dual team. You get access to cruises as well. First class, you get access to everything that the company offers. All the services, you get access to acquiring even more customers. And the main thing is you get paid 15% on the binary compensation plan. So this is like saying, do I want a job at £10 an hour, £12 an hour, or £15 an hour? Right? The higher the go, the more you get paid. And that's why Holton's done it. You say, right, who's serious? I'll pay them more. Whoever's more serious about, coming on this journey with me and revolutionizing the profession, I'll pay them more money. Right? And then there's a $99 monthly subscription fee. So you guys might be thinking, what? So I have to pay $1,000? And just so you understand, you can actually come on Coach or Business, and then you've got a 60-day window to upgrade to First. And then basically you just pay the difference. So if you started on Coach at $250, you can pay an extra $750 within 60 days to go to First Class, right? And then there's an additional $99 a month on top. This is a business overhead. This is about £77, about €80 a month, $99 a month to run your business, to get access to the sheer amount of discounts for your own travel, to get access to the pre-monitoring and upselling to your customers for you. All the website, monitoring your customers, payments of commissions, all this stuff, that's normally the headaches that kill most businesses. If you want to have a restaurant today, you'd have to invest tens of thousands up front and then thousands out every single month before you had somebody walk through your door. And you'd have to take care of all the headaches that kill most businesses, the finance, the payroll, the logistics, the payment of staff, the stock, the licensing, the laws, all that type of stuff. I'm not saying that doesn't work. I'm saying that a lot of people start a business with a lack of experience and a lack of capital, and they'll lose the money because of all them additional headaches. What I love about this industry is the company takes care of all that for you on your behalf for just $99 a month. That's crazy. It's too cheap to join, in my opinion. It's too cheap, right? But what I love about it is it's too cheap from a business standpoint to join and run. But on the flip side to it, vast majority of people on this call aren't business-minded. I weren't business-minded at the start. It takes time to become a business-minded person and learn entrepreneurship. So $1,000 for vast majority of people on the call right now, like it was for me, is a lot of money. So when you come in on a first-class pack, you instantly take it more seriously. Because if you come in on coach, we don't see really people last on coach because it's $250. Ladies, I'm sorry, but you will spend that, which is about £180. You will spend that, and Jody, you can disagree with me or not. Ladies, you will spend £180 on a dress to wear once, to take a picture on social media with it, and then you'll not wear the dress again because you're like, oh, I've already got a picture on social media with that. I can't wear it again. Am I right or am I right?
Spent more on hair extensions.
She spent more on hair extensions. Women, that's good. Men, you'll spend £180 on beer on Boxing Day. So the fear of loss is not great. It's only $250, right? When you invest $1,000, it's a psychological difference. It's like, I can't waste this money. Even though you don't waste it because you've got a lot of access to the savings yourself, you don't think like that. You think, this is $1,000. I need to make this work. I need to go quicker. So you're putting yourself in a position where you've got to make it work. And that's the people that grow the quickest, that come in on first class or they upgrade to first class and take this seriously, guys. So that's it from me, guys. I'm not going to dive into the compensation plan even more because it is confusing. I'm going to stop the recording there. Then I'm going to look through the chat box.